Good day, welcome at Band TV. If we're new here, click the subscribe button. Imagine this, it's the dead of night, around 1:47 a.m., when the world is wrapped in silence and most folks are lost in their dreams. But not at Sonia's sprawling, high-security estate. A sleek black SUV glides up to the gates like a shadow in the moonlight, its headlights cutting through the darkness. The guards, usually vigilant sentinels against any uninvited guest, barely bat an eye. They wave it through with just a quick nod, no lengthy interrogations or calls to confirm. This isn't some random delivery or a lost driver, this is someone expected, someone trusted. The vehicle slips inside quietly, vanishing into the estate's manicured grounds without a whisper. Why such urgency at an hour when the city sleeps? It screams of a moment too important to wait for dawn, a pull so strong it defies the clock. Fans and insiders alike have pieced together that this wasn't just any visit, it carried the weight of raw emotion, perhaps a cry for comfort in the midst of turmoil. Picture Sonia, alone in her lavish home, pacing or staring at her phone, waiting for that familiar engine hum. The timing alone fuels endless speculation. Was it a crisis, a confession, or something deeper brewing under the surface? As the SUV parks discreetly, the air thickens with anticipation, setting the stage for a night that could rewrite narratives. This clandestine arrival isn't just logistics, it's a heartbeat in the story of two lives intersecting when vulnerability peaks, drawing us into wonder what secrets the dawn would reveal. Now, let's zoom in on that security clearance. It's not every day a vehicle waltzes into a celebrity's fortress at witching hour without raising alarms. The guards at Sonia's estate are pros, trained to scrutinize every approach, yet this SUV gets the green light almost instantly. No deep dives into IDs, no radio checks to the main house, just a seamless entry that speaks volumes. It hints at pre-approval, like the visitor's name was already on some VIP list, etched in trust. In the world of fame, where privacy is gold, this kind of access isn't handed out lightly. It suggests familiarity, perhaps repeated visits that have normalized the routine. Think about it, in a life under constant spotlight, surrounded by wars both literal and metaphorical, who gets that golden ticket? This detail amps up the intrigue, painting a picture of an inner circle so tight, outsiders can't even dream of breaching it. Was there a code word exchanged, a facial recognition scan, or simply the recognition of a frequent face? The minimal fuss implies no surprise, everyone involved knew this was coming. It fuels the fire of rumors, making us question how deep these connections run. In the dead of night, when defenses are down, this quick approval isn't just protocol, it's a silent endorsement of a bond that's been building in the shadows. As the gates close behind, the estate swallows the secret, leaving us hooked on what unfolds next, piecing together a puzzle where every clue tightens the grip of curiosity. Shifting gears to the man behind the wheel, Maurice Sam, stepping out into the cool night air, his presence alone igniting a storm of whispers. For years, the grapevine has buzzed with tales linking him to Sonia, from stolen glances on set to off-screen chemistry that fans swear is too real to fake. And now, here he is, materializing at her doorstep in the wee hours, like a night summon to a damsel's distress. His arrival isn't flashy, no entourage, no paparazzi trail, just him, navigating the quiet paths to her door. This isn't a coincidence or a PR stunt, it's Maurice, the rumored flame, answering an unspoken call. The significance. It elevates those long-standing speculations from tabloid fodder to potential reality. Imagine the history here, shared projects, inside jokes, moments that blurred professional lines into something personal. His choice to show up at such an intimate time speaks of a connection that's weathered storms, one where words aren't always needed. Fans dissect every angle. Was he the first she thought of in her hour of need? Does this confirm the romance that's danced around for ages? Maurice's role adds layers of drama, turning a simple visit into a chapter of a larger love story. As he approaches, the estate lights flickering like stars, it's clear this isn't just about one night, it's the combination of whispers turned tangible, pulling us deeper into the enigma of the award, eager for the reveal. Before we even get to that doorstep drama, let's rewind to Sonia's eerie online silence that day, a total blackout on social media that sends shockwaves through her fanbase. Normally, she's a whirlwind of posts, glamorous selfies, behind-the-scenes teasers, motivational quotes that light up timelines. But on this fateful day, nada. Not a story, not a tweet, not even a like on someone else's content. Fans noticed immediately, flooding comment sections with concern. Sonia, are you okay? Where's our queen? This absence wasn't laziness or a digital detox, it screamed of something heavier, an emotional storm brewing behind closed doors. In the hyperconnected celeb sphere, going dark is a red flag, a subtle signal that life's throwing curveballs. Perhaps she was caught up, wrestling with thoughts too raw to share, or staring at her screen, fingers hovering but unable to type. This setup primes the pump for the midnight visit, like they come before a thunderclap. It humanizes her, reminding us that beneath the polished persona is a woman navigating pressures we can only imagine. The silence builds tension, making every subsequent clue more electrifying. As the hours ticked by without a peep, speculation mounted, family issues, career hiccups, heartache. It all converges to paint Sonia not as an untouchable icon, but as someone vulnerable, reaching for solace in the shadows. This digital void isn't just a detail, it's the hook that reels us in, transforming a quiet day into the prelude of a night etched in mystery. And speaking of hints, enter Nancy's cryptic message that dropped like a breadcrumb in the midst of the silence. As Sonia's close confidant, perhaps a sister or bestie in the inner circle, Nancy posts something vague yet poignant about emotional needs and finding solace in tough times. It's not direct, no names dropped, but the timing, impeccable. Fans, already on edge from Sonia's absence, latch onto it like detectives on a case. Is this about Sonia, they wonder, dissecting every word for hidden meanings? Nancy's role here is masterful. She's the subtle narrator, steering the narrative without spilling secrets. Her words evoke empathy, painting a picture of vulnerability that resonates universally. Who hasn't craved comfort when life's arrows hit hard? This post isn't random, it's a gentle nudge, preparing the audience for the dots to connect later. Imagine Nancy, phone in hand, crafting that message with care, knowing it would spark conversations. It adds a layer of sisterhood, showing Sonia's support system in action. In the celeb world, where every post is scrutinized, this one stands out as a beacon of emotional depth. It teases without telling, building suspense like a thriller novel's foreshadowing. As observers piece it together, Nancy's message becomes the emotional anchor, hinting at distress that demands intervention. It's this kind of intrigue that keeps us scrolling, theorizing, glued to the unfolding saga, wondering how it all ties back to that fateful night. Fast forward to the heart-pounding moment at the door. Sonia swings it open almost before Maurice can knock, her face lighting up in a mix of relief and raw emotion. No hesitation, no awkward pause, she pulls him into a warm embrace that lingers, arms wrapped tightly as if anchoring herself in a storm. This isn't a polite hello, it's the kind of hug that speaks volumes. Born from trust forged in fires we can only speculate about. In the dim glow of porch lights, their connection crackles like electricity, visible even to imaginary onlookers. Sonia, usually composed and camera-ready, lets her guard down here, revealing a softer side rarely seen. Was she watching from a window, heart racing as the SUV approached? The immediacy suggests she was waiting, perhaps pacing with anticipation. This welcome transcends casual, it's intimate, the stuff of rom-com climaxes but with real-life stakes. It underscores a bond where comfort flows freely, no words needed to convey, I'm here for you. Fans eat this up, imagining the scent of night air mingling with whispered reassurances. In a world of filtered facades, this genuine moment stands out, humanizing the stars we idolize. As they step inside, door closing on the outside world, it seals the night's purpose, support in vulnerability. This scene hooks us deeper, transforming speculation into a narrative we can't look away from, eager for the intimacy that follows. Peeling back another layer, Maurice's appearance screams anything but business. No briefcase in hand, no script or gadgets, just him in simple attire, maybe a hoodie and jeans, looking every bit the concerned friend rather than a colleague on a mission. This detail strips away any pretense of professionalism, laying bare the personal intent. In the entertainment biz, where lines blur easily, showing up empty-handed at odd hours signals pure care, untainted by agendas. Picture him stepping out of the SUV, no entourage, no flair, just authenticity in the moonlight. It's this simplicity that amplifies the drama, contrasting the glitz of their public lives. Why no work props? Because this visit isn't about deals or deadlines, it's heart-to-heart, soul-soothing territory. Rumor swirl, Has he done this before, slipping in under radar for quiet moments? His casual vibe invites us to envision a history of such encounters, building a tapestry of unspoken affection. In Sonia's world of high stakes and higher expectations, Maurice's unadorned presence is a breath of fresh air, a reminder that true connections don't need bells and whistles. This non-professional edge fuels the fire, making the night feel organic, inevitable. As he crosses the threshold, it's clear, this is personal, driven by empathy that defies schedules. The absence of work mode draws us in further, painting a portrait of genuine bonds in a sea of superficiality, keeping our eyes locked on the evolving story. Inside, the interaction unfolds like a scene from a heartfelt drama. They settle close on the couch, bodies oriented toward each other, hands intertwining in a gesture that's tender and telling. No formal distance here, it's all about proximity, the kind that whispers of deep emotional ties. Sonia leans in, perhaps sharing burdens as Maurice listens intently, his touch a silent promise of solidarity. This goes way beyond colleague chit-chat, it's the intimacy of souls syncing up, where a squeeze of the hand says more than words ever could. Fans speculate wildly, is this the confirmation of romance or profound friendship? Either way, the physical comfort, a head on a shoulder, a reassuring pat, paints a picture of reliance built over time. In the quiet of her home, away from flashing cameras, this moment strips them to their essences, revealing vulnerabilities we rarely glimpse. Imagine the air heavy with emotion, conversations flowing from light to profound, healing cracks in her spirit. This supportive dynamic hooks us because it's relatable. Who hasn't sought solace in a trusted embrace? Yet, amplified by fame, it becomes epic. Their bonding isn't scripted, it's raw, real, drawing us into the human side of stardom. As the night deepens, this closeness becomes the core of the story, a beacon of empathy in chaos, ensuring we're invested, breath held for the resolutions that might follow. But what sparked this emotional avalanche? It traces back to a stinging family comment that cut deep, remarks questioning Sonia's readiness for marriage, implying her career eclipses personal life. In a culture where family opinions were heavy, these words weren't just casual, they were daggers to her heart, amplifying pressures from all sides. Sonia, the powerhouse with a thriving career, suddenly faces the mirror of societal expectations. When will you settle down? Are you prioritizing wrong? It's the kind of critique that echoes in quiet moments, stirring self-doubt and isolation. This trigger isn't abstract, it's visceral, explaining her social media blackout and the need for midnight solace. Fans empathize, seeing parallels in their own lives, the tug-of-war between ambition and tradition. For Sonia, it's amplified, public scrutiny turns private pain into spectacle. Imagine her replaying those words, tears welling as the weight settles. This family jab highlights the unseen battles celebs fight, humanizing her beyond the glamour. It's why Maurice's visit hits home. He's the anchor in this storm, offering perspective without judgment. The comment's ripple effect builds the narrative's tension, making her vulnerability palpable. As we delve, it reminds us fame's double-edged sword, success spotlit, but so are the cracks. This detail glues us, transforming gossip into a tale of resilience, urging us to root for her as the night unfolds into healing. Enter Nancy again, this time as the pivotal connector, reportedly the one who reached out to Maurice, knowing he's Sonia's go-to in crisis. This isn't meddling, it's the mark of a true ally, recognizing when a friend needs backup beyond what she can provide. Nancy's insight into their dynamic speaks volumes. She sees Maurice as safe harbor, trusted enough to summon at odd hours. In the tight-knit circle of fame, where loyalty is currency, this act underscores accepted bonds. Picture Nancy, phone in hand, typing. That urgent message, she needs you now. It's sisterly intuition at play, bridging gaps when emotions overwhelm. This role elevates Nancy from side character to key player, weaving a web of support that feels authentic and heartwarming. Fans love this, it humanizes the trio, showing vulnerability met with action. Why Maurice? Because their history, rumored or real, positions him as the emotional lifeline. Nancy's involvement adds credibility to speculations, implying insider knowledge of a deeper connection. It's this behind-the-scenes orchestration that arms the intrigue, making the visit feel orchestrated by fate through friends. As details emerge, it draws us into the ecosystem of their lives, where trust binds tighter than contracts. Nancy's connector status keeps the story pulsing, a testament to bonds that endure, ensuring we're captivated by the interplay of hearts in harmony. Wrapping up the night, both Sonia and Maurice later sprinkle cryptic posts about peace and healing, like puzzle pieces begging to be assembled. Sonia might share a serene quote on finding calm in chaos, while Maurice echoes with musings on emotional renewal, nothing overt, but the synergy screams significance. Fans pounce, decoding every emoji and word choice. This is about last night. The timing aligns perfectly, turning vague inspirations into veiled confirmations. In the social media age, these posts aren't accidents, they're subtle nods, keeping the buzz alive without spilling tea. They evoke a sense of closure, hinting the midnight meat mended wounds, fostering growth. This aftermath adds a poetic layer, transforming a single event into an ongoing dialogue. Imagine scrolling feeds, hearts racing at the connections, it's interactive storytelling at its finest. These messages resonate universally, themes of healing touch us all, making the celeb saga relatable. As interpretations flood in, it fuels community, sparking debates and theories. The cryptic nature hooks us, leaving room for imagination while affirming the visit's impact. In the end, it's this digital echo that seals the night's legacy, a gentle ripple from a profound wave, keeping the intrigue simmering long after dawn. What do you think? Is this the start of something official between Sonia and Maurice, or just a beautiful display of friendship? Drop your theories in the comments below, and let's discuss respectfully. Who knows, maybe we'll uncover more clues together. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more deep dives into celeb stories that keep us all guessing.